This is ghosting image part 2. I've already created the ghost effect on this image, and if you want to see that again, you'll have to go to the ghost effect image 1. In this tutorial, I'm going to move this flattened ghost image over to another image, and then working with a third image, create some fog to kind of finish up the image. So what I have here is a forest. Again, this is not one of my images. This is just a borrowed background image from the internet. But just to kind of show this process, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this ghost image using a selection tool that we kind of went over in our selection tool tutorials. I'm just going to use the lasso tool. And the reason I'm using the lasso tool is I'm not needing to get very specific with this, because I'm also going to feather it out because it is a ghost. So I don't know any ghosts personally, but I don't think they have hard edges. I think they're pretty soft. So I'm also going to use my refine edge, and I'm going to feather this out a little bit, actually quite a bit, so that I can just... And again, if you're not sure what I'm doing here, this was all in the selection tools tutorials, refining edge tutorial and stuff like that. So I'm going to hit OK, and then I'm going to use my move tool to drag this image over here. Okay. What happens here is, if you look, the top of this area was kind of a hard edge, and my selection was pretty close to that. So to kind of eliminate that, I might just use an eraser tool with a really feathered edge to just kind of get that out quickly. Okay. So what I'm going to do to create my fog, I know there's already fog in the background, but to create some kind of fog to kind of enhance this, we have to use, I would use an image of clouds. Okay, now this is my image. I was able to get the detail of the clouds. This was captured from an airplane. So if you have images like that, you might have something you can use. You will be distorting it so much that you're just kind of using kind of a texture. So if you want to borrow my image to create this fake fog, you may do that. So I have this image of clouds, and I don't want to bring over all this blueness over here, and I want to just kind of work with some high contrast colors, or high contrast quality and value. So I'm going to make this black and white, and then I'm going to use my levels to kind of take away some of the, let's see, this. Okay. What I want here is I want some texture, and I want some variety in values. So what I did is I kind of moved this black triangle over to add more dark. So this is more of a darker image now. I'm going to hit OK. And then I'm going to flatten this, because I got all this stuff happening over there. I'm going to use a lasso tool just to select some parts of this. Okay. I'm going to use my move tool to move it over here. That probably looks kind of like she's in some Cottonelle commercial, but that's not really what we're going for. What I need to do next is I'm going to blur it. Okay? I'm not going to use a smart filter because it's fine. I know I want it blurred. So I'm going to use my Gaussian blur. I'm going to turn it up quite a bit. Okay? And then I'm going to change my opacity. Okay? I can also, since this is a layer, and I can move this around, just like we did in our selection, I can hit Control T, zoom out, Control minus a little bit, and just kind of make that fog a little bit, you know, bring it down a little bit, because it was kind of all over the place. So I've added some extra fog, okay, and this way, you know, it's not as dense because we're kind of in it, but then looking beyond, it's a little bit more dense. So this is something you just kind of can add to an image to make it more eerie, or, you know, add something into your surreal picture. Maybe it'll even hide some flaws, make something more seamless. So you can try doing the fog, and again, like I said, if you want to use my sample image to create the fog, as you can see, it doesn't look anything like my photo. We were just using it for a texture, so that's fine. Obviously, none of these other ones are my own images, so I couldn't use this for my own project, but at least to just kind of show you how to use these tools, it will work for that.